After coaching over 120 men who've gone through a tough breakup in their long-term relationship on how to overcome their self-esteem issues, fear of rejection, start dating the kind of women that they only previously dreamed of dating, the kind of women that are gorgeous, loyal, respectful, loving, never stir up any arguments or fights, and appreciate you for who you are in the relationship. Look, man, I've realized that 2 in every 3 guys I coach struggle with the people-pleasing syndrome. This means that they're being cucked in their relationships. They're letting the woman make all the important decisions to avoid confrontation and conflict. And they're doing everything in their power to please and give their woman the world. And while I'm not saying being a loving man is a bad thing, because it's absolutely not, there's got to be a limit on the kind of standards that you want to keep in your relationship. You cannot allow yourself to be controlled, manipulated, and used by your woman just because you don't want to lose her. Because you'll end up being treated like crap, having no say whatsoever in anything, and just living an absolute nightmare. So in this video, I want to help you change that by showing you why the people-pleasing syndrome is the killer of attraction and what you should do instead to gain back your masculine power and control over your relationship. So all right, let's dive in. I'm Dan, and having worked with men professionally for 5 years to help them with women, dating, attraction, and relationships, man, I've seen and heard just about everything. Now, I'll be straight with you. I didn't struggle with people-pleasing in my relationships, but I did suffer from it from trying to make women like me by being nice, meaning I'd act in ways that I thought would show her just what a nice, good, loyal guy I was and how I'd always help her and be there for her, hoping that this would ignite her attraction to me. And I've coached enough men to know how common and destructive this pattern is. Take Michael, and I've changed his name. Take Michael, when he first came to me, he was stuck in the thick of it. He'd just come out of a 7-year relationship that left him feeling worthless. Why? Because for years he'd handed over his balls on a silver platter, thinking that keeping his woman happy meant saying yes to everything. He let us steer every decision from where they lived to how they spent weekends, and every time she pushed the line, he moved his boundary just to avoid a little conflict. Sometimes women say this is what they want, but once they actually get it, they realize they are repulsed by it. And here's the brutal truth. She lost respect for him. She started testing him and pushing harder, seeing just how far she could bend him. And when there was nothing left to push, she lost attraction entirely. She didn't leave right away though, okay? She stayed long enough to emotionally check out, manipulate, plan her escape, and eventually humiliate him. That's what people pleasing does. It kills attraction. It strips away your masculine leadership, and it turns relationships into power games that you'll always lose. Now, why was it happening to him? It's because Michael believed that love was earned by sacrifice. He thought, if I give her everything, she'll love me more. If I let her decide, then she'll be happy. But that's not how attraction works, guys. Women don't want a man they can control. They want a man they can respect. A man who leads, decides, and isn't afraid to say no when it matters. So, what did Michael need to do first? Well, he had to break the habit of approval seeking. He had to realize that being loved isn't about pleasing women into loving him. It's about leading, being decisive, and being the man a woman can lean into and feel safe with. That kind of you got this ship feeling. I helped him start with 3 steps. Number 1, draw a line. I got him to write down his non-negotiables, the things that he wouldn't tolerate in a relationship anymore. No more letting things slide. No more silence when something crossed the line. Number 2, reclaim decisions. I made him take control of small daily decisions. Where to eat, plans to make, how his day would run, what he was going to wear. Simple stuff. Even if she objected. But it trained him to stop deferring to women out of fear. And 3, passing the tests. And here's the kicker. Women will test you. So when his new dates tried to push boundaries, I coached him to stand firm. Not aggressive, not defensive, just solid. No justifying, no explaining, just, nah, that's not my vibe. And you know what happened? Respect. Instantly. Fast forward to now, and Michael is a different man. He's confident, he's decisive, he's attracting women who actually want a masculine leader, not a puppet that they can control. And he's dating again, but it's on his terms. He's in charge, and he's loving it. And if you want to overcome people pleasing for good, start with the same method. Know your standards, okay? Write them down, be ruthless. What are you done tolerating? What's non-negotiable for you? If it feels uncomfortable, good. That means it matters. Decide first. Next time you're out with a woman, be the one who decides. Don't ask, what do you feel like doing? Instead, lead, set the plan, take charge. Say, I want us to go and do this. Let's go. Women perceive this as incredible self-confidence. And lastly, hold your frame. When you're challenged, because you will be, that's what women do, don't flinch. Don't explain yourself. Don't apologize. Hold the line. And that's what earns and builds respect. You don't need to become an asshole, but you do need to stop being a doormat. Masculine leadership, it's not about control, man. It's about direction. It's about showing up as a man who knows who he is and where he's going. And if she's the right woman, she's going to respect that and she'll follow. And this is how you kill people pleasing for good and become the kind of man who doesn't have to earn approval, simply because he already knows his worth and women simply approve of him regardless. But man, it starts with you deciding enough is enough. And look, that's all from me today on this video. Now, if you want to know more about it, or to further help or turn around your dating situation, overcome your insecurities or low self-esteem and self-confidence, just so you can start meeting more women and going on more dates and getting a step closer to finding a beautiful, special girl that you can build your future and relationship with, the first link in the description is going to take you to a very simple booking form where you can book a complimentary coaching session with me. It doesn't cost anything, where we'll discuss your current situation, see how I could help you get to where you want to be in your love life. I'll provide you personalized free dating advice tailored to your specific situation. And if you feel I might be able to help you further, you can find out more from me about other ways that I might be able to do that. Peace, guys. I love you, and I will see you in the next one.